Al Jazeera. U.S. suit blames Saudi Arabia for 2019 attack at Florida Army base. Lawsuit is filed on behalf of the families of 3 killed and 13 injured by Saudi military trainee at a base in Florida. Oh, what? You know, barely hear anything about that one, huh? Doesn't Saudi officials may be witnesses in 9/11 lawsuit? Hmm. 2008 Saudi Arabian officials, including several members of the royal family, could be disposed in a lawsuit brought against the kingdom by families by members who lost loved ones during the 9/11 attacks. The decision by a federal magistrate in New York instructs Saudi Arabia to produce these witnesses for depositions, overruling objection by Saudi Arabia that the officials were protected by diplomatic immunity. Huh. So this is Iran ordered to pay billions to relatives 9/11 victims. So it might be a hollow victory, but it's a victory nonetheless for relative victims of the September 11th terror attacks. A federal judge in New York on Tuesday ordered that Iran pay billions of dollars to parents, spouses, siblings, and children of more than 1,011 victims, court documents obtained by ABC News show. Why are Saudis behind a campaign to target an FBI hero of the 9/11 investigation? This should be a week for the former FBI agent Ali Safan to celebrate the new editions of his book on global terrorism. Instead, Safan worries that some of the same terrorists he chased around the world for years are now trying to kill him. This is a story that touches on the terrorist attacks of September 11th and Sufan's role investigating them, documented in his 2006 Pulitzer Prize winning book. So basically, this is just a freaking ad. But Attorney General Barr refused to release 9/11 documents to families of the victims. The move comes after President Trump promised to help families who accuse Saudi Arabia of complicity in the attacks. Barr says he cannot even explain why the material must stay secret without putting national security at risk. Months after President Trump promised to open FBI files to help families of 9/11 victims in a civil lawsuit against the Saudi government, the Justice Department has doubled down on its claim that the information is a state secret. In a series of filings just before midnight court deadline on Monday, the Attorney General William Barr, the acting director of the National Intelligence, uh, Richard Grenell, uh, and other senior officials insisted to a federal judge in the civil case that further disclosures about Saudi connections to 9/11 plot would imperil national security. Oops. So, and see, Trump administration expects seizures will deter shipping companies from dealing with Iran and Venezuela. That's because freaking Iran hasn't paid up. So yeah, there's you know, U.S. seizes Iranian fuel cargoes for the first time. You know, the lawsuit aimed to stop the flow of revenues overseas from oil sales to Iran. Um, blah blah. Anyways, so that's what I'm thinking that it's actually for pulling out of horrible Iran nuclear deal. You know, put the Middle East on a path to disaster. So, yeah, maybe Trump isn't that bad.